All right, so it is like the first week of the Dub Deuce. Betty White passed away. John Madden died. Taco Bell got wings. Burger King got crab legs. Steve Harvey's a judge. It's the
Wait,
first
wait,
week,
wait.
nigga.
Burger King has crab
Burger
legs?
King does not have crab legs.
Oh, I was about to say that. I was
Remember
like,
when they had that shrimp?
oh, that's right. Burger King did
You
that.
bought that shrimp.
I
That
did
was
buy
you.
that shrimp
I
because I'm
was
gonna
with
try.
you.
I'm gonna try out. I'm gonna try out the stuff. I'm probably gonna try out the Taco Bell wings. Eventually. You know what I mean? I'll
They're
be
only
worried
here for
about
1 week.
Burger King. What? It's a
Yeah, they
1 week
always
thing?
do that. They put shit out to test the market, so you got to get it.
These dudes got a cheap deal on whatever meat that is. It was like, remember when Burger King would sell? Burger King still sell like what, 10 chicken nuggets for $1?
I don't know how much they are anymore. There's inflation, and I'm not eating that shit.
You
They used to sell sandwiches and shit. Remember that shit?
what?
Sandwiches,
Oh yeah,
like
Burger
cold.
King is drifted back and forth. Like they always try to find their little way. Like
Burger King is trying to do what Jack in the Box is doing because Jack in the Box will sell you anything. Jack in the Box, how them niggas got rice? I never understood that.
but Jack in the Box is, first of all, does anybody ever get the rice from Jack in the Box though? I
Yeah,
feel like they have it on there, but do they? I don't know if they really be selling it.
pretty
I
decent.
feel like Jack in the Box got away with it because they was like, "Yo, anything that can be put in the fryer, we gonna sell it."
Dead
Oh,
ass.
that was just it. Like that was it. You go work at McDonald's, you gotta like learn stuff. Like you gotta learn how to make coffee, juice, different types of desserts. That's before you even get to like their actual menu, and they constantly adding stuff.
Yeah.
Jack in the Box is like, yo, dip it in the fryer, press this button, wait for it to beep, pick it up, throw some lettuce on it, put it in the bag.
That's pretty much it.
It don't matter, they high anywh.
Squirt all types of condiments on it. I'm like, why are condiments on half this motherfucker?
I mean, like, nah, they high, they not gonna care. I promise you. Like, if you mess up, just give them an extra order of curly fries. Nobody cares. And that's how Jack in the Box has cornered the market, at least out here. Like, they're like, yo, it is what it is. Welcome.
They knew
Jack
you
in the
was hot
Box.
because they started a munchie menu, and then they had the whole advertisement with somebody blatantly high,
Yeah.
no smoke. They're like, I'm just at the drive-thru at 4 a.m. I'm like, nigga, he's high. Y'all know what y'all doing. It doesn't.
Jack knows his audience. He definitely knows his audience. So that's it. What Burger King's gonna do, I don't know. Taco Bell and this chicken, I don't know where. I feel like Taco Bell is getting cheap deals on chicken periodically because every once in a while they just do something random.
Hey,
they're like, yeah.
That chicken taco though, the one that the shell was I got that twice.
So that's my thing. That's my thing. Boys is getting a cheap deal on random stuff. That nobody, they was like, hey man, one of our suppliers got like basically a whole truckload of chicken skin. I don't know what y'all want to do with that. Be like, hey, we gonna make tacos.
Because it's like KFC is like, well, we can't do it. Hey, bring it over to Taco Bell. And if Taco Bell can't do it, then they'd be like, hey, bring it to Pizza Hut.
KFC is doing that Beyond Meat chicken. KFC is gonna start doing. They did a deal with Beyond Meat where they are gonna start offering chickenless chicken at participating KFCs. So that's coming. You know what I'm saying? Invest in Beyond Meat if you're not in it. You know what I'm saying? Jump in there because
you might as well because it's gonna blow up. Even though it's already kind of high, it's gonna just keep going high. Like you might as well get in Beyond Meat. I don't want any of that. I have no idea why I would want anything like that. During we talked about earlier, the holiday, I did get sick. I don't know what I had the vid, Omicron, whatever. I only seem to get sick on weekdays though, because I must have a weekend immune system. Weekend immune system, ladies and gentlemen.
That was sad.
It's supposed to be sad. It was bad, but I'm still here because I'm black and ugly as ever. However, I stay Houston down to my socks. Oh no, it's them again. It's them boys from In My Humble Opinion. Once again, I'm here, Avery, like a very nice guy. Ding. A underscore VE double wait, A underscore VERIIII. That is me. That is me. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, all of that. That's the last time I'm changing my name. I mean, I should have changed to Avery, somebody's son, but you know what I'm saying? That joke's gonna die. So it is what it is. But it's the last time I'm changing my name. I have my brother with us, Just Devon, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Okay, he's Just Devon.
Not a lot to say. Sorry, that joke still has me thrown off. The weakened immune system. It was pretty.
It's a bad joke. It's supposed to be.
Bad joke.
We can Just Devon. You can find Just Devon at Instagram. I'm sorry, you can find Just Devon on Twitter at Just Devon. And you can find him on Instagram at Dr. Dougley. He needs to get that straight because I be fucking up. But he put out that list, like we said. Hey man, this man's still doing it. It's still rocking even this week because it's a different week because we have on different clothes. We don't. But you know,
yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, that's podcast magic. It looks like we're wearing the same thing, but this is different. This is a new Xavier sweatshirt. But yeah.
I got on a different nondescript gray shirt with my shoulders that can hold a lot, apparently. So you know, it is what it is. So I want to thank you guys for checking in.
You just big up your own shoulders?
I did.
Okay. Okay.
I want to thank you guys for checking out In My Humble Opinion podcast. We're on everything. We just want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to, you know, listen to us ramble on about what we like in Houston, H-Town, the big city of dreams. One of the great things about this podcast is we're putting a light on the creative sphere when it comes to a lot of people in the Houston atmosphere, especially when it comes to rap music. And what I love about people that do things in the creative sphere as well, that, I mean, you're being creative. You depend on oneself in order to achieve your goal, whether that's, you know, notoriety, greatness, or whatever it may be. But usually when you start, it's just you, by yourself. No one believes in you or cares, as they shouldn't. They don't have to. You know, it's up to you to make them care about your art. Sometimes you don't have a shoulder to lean on, and sometimes you got to do it all by yourself a lot of times. Now, our next guest, early on in his career, he became a one-stop shop for artists, all right? An artist, photographer, graphic designer, most notably a producer, with placements under his belt from Rob Gillette, friend of the show, Dante Higgins, friend of the show, Young Martez, soon to be friend of the show, Big Fats, friend of the show, and also Rick Ross, to name a few. And best believe the list is longer. The list does go on. A man who knows the best way to get recognition is hard work. And he definitely works hard. Killa Tex, ladies and gentlemen. Killa Tex.
Yo.
What's happening?
How's it going?
Nothing cool, man. Y'all finally got me on here.
Yeah, brother.
Oh.
It was gonna happen. We just, you know, we busy and stuff. And I was like, after a while, I was like, it was just disrespectful. We were speaking just about every other day. It was like, yeah, nigga, like, my bad, my G, but yeah.
You know, it's all good with me.
Yeah, for sure.
My brother, in his introduction, he was talking about how you're like this Renaissance man. You got a man of many hats. We're talking about graphic design, photography, as well as music. To start off, which one do you like the most so far?
Oh, always gonna be the music.
So it's always gonna be the music. So did you get into graphic design and the other stuff just because you're like, I gotta know how to do this stuff anyway to further the music?
No, I actually been doing art since I was a kid, man. It just converted into music over time. It was just a thing. I don't know how it happened. It just one day I just started messing with Fruity Loops. One of my boys gave it to me, and I didn't like it at first. I was like, man, fuck this shit, I'm finna delete it. I came back like a year later, started messing with it. Then I just got in tune with it.
How old were you when that happened?
I think that was back in 09.
09? 09 getting into Fruity Loops. What was it about Fruity Loops? Because a lot of people have this initial reaction to Fruity Loops, and then they like, well, I came back to it later. For you, what was it about it that you just did not like about it?
Shit, I didn't know what to do with it. Fruity Loops 7 or something. It was one of them.
Overwhelming, huh?
I just looked at it and like I stared at it for 30 minutes and I cut it off.
Did you play any instruments though when you grew up?
Not for real, no. Like, everything happened in the last 15 years.
Really?
I just started picking up stuff.
So what prompted it? What prompted in the last 15 years, in the beginning, what prompted you? Like, you're like, I'm not playing instruments or anything like that. That's kind of daunting to say, okay, I'm just going and hop into music. What started it? What sparked it?
DJ Screw.
DJ Screw.
Yeah, he sparked it for me.
Ah, okay. So you heard and you saw what he was doing, and then you were like, okay, I'm gonna do that too.
No, just the inspiration, like the things that was going on in the 90s, like crack era, everything. Like his music was a getaway for all of us.
Ah.
Mm-hmm. And
So
I was seeing to just change the lives around them, so I just want to embody that.
So you want to change the lives of people around you, because yeah, that's exactly what he did.
Yeah, cause like all the legends you see today, they all like they still friends today, you know.
Yeah.
I should be around here. But you know, some people today is everybody competing with them, so you gotta have some type of unity in the city, you know.
So for you, DJ Screw's music was an escape, and then you were like, I see what he's doing, and I kind of want to do the same thing. Where did you decide to start out at?
DJing. I was doing my own screw tapes at one point back in 07. Like out the neighborhood, everybody would come together, and I was pretty good at it. Like DJ Bone, he taught me how to do some shit. And Lil Rando SEC, he taught me some stuff too.
Okay. So you're working on
what side of town you from?
South.
Okay.
So you're working alongside people that were associated with Screw and the SUC. So as you're starting to develop, like, when do you start to say, all right, I'm gonna start to try to do this full time?
I'm trying to remember what. Oh, when one of my best friends, he got out of prison, I found out he started doing music, so he pushed me to go ahead and just start producing. So that's when I started learning everything because of him, because he always motivated me to to do something. So that was just a blessing there, and everything just happened so fast. We had like groups. We used to go, Ricky Cricket, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, man, rest in peace to that dude, man. Like, he saved a lot of us. Like just kept us out the streets and everything.
And a lot of people do not know Wicked Cricket's legacy and how far deep.
Go all. He took care of everybody, man.
Yeah.
Even my dad, like the dude babysitted for us long ago, before the music thing even happened.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been doing cricket for a long time, man.
So you're studying under people like that, and then you
basically how he just treat artists and people. That's how I want to do. That's how I always been.
Well, describe that. Describe his treatment of artists and people, because a lot of people don't know. So for people that didn't know Wicked Cricket,
artists struggling, they don't have enough money to get in to perform. He let them in anyway. Like it's just just giving some type of help to an artist to help them get better. And that's how I always been for everybody.
Interesting. Okay. So what were some of the first artists that you decided to reach out to and start working with?
I'll say like Big Third, Cal Wayne, I started around that time with them. I had Big T, then ESG a little bit, you know, just like J Dog, you know how you had the streets, but it like converting to the music side of things. That's how, like, it's people that I known from the streets, but when they found out I do music, that's how I got connected with them.
Because I'm about to say, you got a deep catalog, and like I say, you're working with artists like J Dog, Cal Wayne. You're working with them early on, too, like real early on. What was it like working with like a young Cal Wayne?
Oh man, Cal Wayne crazy. Nah, we grew up with them back in the day, man. Like damn near middle school type shit. So when he found out I did music, I just started sending him stuff, man. He just started using it. Like at the time, like when he was dropping this project, I didn't even know my stuff was on there, cause you know I don't pay attention to shit. So not familiar. I said, "Oh shit!" I said, "I ain't know, bro." You know, I'd be like, "I appreciate it," you know. But other than that, that's all it was to me.
That is
fight for a placement, and like I got to have this placement type stuff, you know.
That's the thing I've noticed about you is that everybody in the city has like, well, a lot of people in the city have worked with you, and you like even when we've spoken, you know what I'm saying, you've never boasted or bragged. And then when we was like, oh, we'll get you on the show, then you sent me like, oh yeah, these are the songs I've done, and I knew everything except for Rick Ross, but I was like, yo,
poster behind them.
I would have asked though, but we'll get there. We're gonna still build.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna get there. Because I was about to say, you got people, Sheik Luch, Big Fats, Dante Higgins, Rick Ross. Like, it's a lot of people on here, and and some people might be surprised. Like Sheik Luch, all right, how does that come about?
That was a street connect too. Like, I had a bunch of beats that I was giving to somebody's manager, but I didn't know it was his manager. So once I sent the beats out, probably like a year and a half later, you know, I loved a lot. So I said, man, she got an album by herself. Let me go listen. So I'm playing one of the songs. I'm hearing the sample come on. I'm like, I had to go listen to my beat, and I had listened to it. I said, man, hold the fuck up. So I had to call one of my people, and he's talking about, yeah, that's old boy's manager. That was your shit. I said, boy, ain't that some shit?
So you got on a Sheik Luch album and did not even realize you was giving music to Sheik.
Nope. And I think that's one of the things that probably pushed me to start doing more business like stuff. Like once it got like that, like I had to start going to college, start learning stuff, start doing everything, bro. Film scoring, all kinds of stuff.
Film scoring. Let's talk about that. Can you elaborate on some of this film scoring?
Oh man, yeah, film scoring that's a whole nother ball game right there, man.
It's so how many? Go ahead.
No, it's like you making the track, but you gotta you gotta make track to a certain move, so you got to master that. So I kind of incorporated that into the music I do now for artists. I go by how their move set is. So like you heard Tortoise Theory, so you know what I mean. So
I know exactly what you meant when you said that. It was like, yeah.
All right, you telling the truth. Like that boy going through it, man. Like, but the music we were working on, it helped, you know, a lot. I think Park that he was really about to quit music, and I was like, no, you're not. Like damn that shit, bro. We ain't finna do that.
Dang.
I ain't give a damn how we were gonna do it. We made that album,
so I mean,
he needed it for therapy though, not for like the music shit. So
yeah.
That's how I usually work with artists. I go by therapy over trying to get them out here. You know, like I teach artists how to work. You know, how to have the work ethic to be out here. But most likely, music is therapy, and you have to do that before anything, or people ain't gonna believe your music.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Who are some of the artists that I mean, I guess if you're working in that aspect, because this is not like, hey, I made a beat, I sent it out to you. You know, that kind of thing. It seems like you really want to work one-on-one with the artist. Who are some of the artists that you just really enjoyed working with?
Man, really, all of them. Everybody got a different story. You wouldn't believe it, like if I just straight told this shit. But like some of the stuff I can't tell, but it's some story behind every artist I deal with, man.
Tell us about. Go ahead.
Hmm?
Oh, I was gonna say, tell us about Rick Ross.
Oh, we want to know.
Okay, you know how like other producers want to come and like, oh yeah, come to my studio, bro. I want to check some of your stuff out. You know, just hang out. Yeah. So I'm meeting up with a couple of the guys, you know, for other projects and stuff. So we just meeting, just playing each other beats and stuff. My dumb ass didn't know nothing about Apple. I didn't know the music you play on the computer saves on the computer. So, I found that out after this happened. But like, you know how you just have the session with the person, everything was cool, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, like probably like 6 months later, Hood Billionaire come out. And mind that he's here in Houston, dropping his album in Houston at Dream Strip Club. So the guy that I went to the studio with, he's DJing at his album release. He calls me and say, "Yeah, man, you know your song on Hood B now." I'm like, what are you talking about? What's Hood B now? He's like, Rick Ross new album. I said, what? I said, show me. So he played the track. You should have seen my face. I said, but he's acting like, oh man, somebody took your shit and all that, and I'm just looking like I'm putting two and two together. Like, bro, you DJing this man's album release party. You know what I'm saying in my head. So I'm like, all right, bro. I hung the phone up and I just left that alone, bro.
So you got no money off of it? No way.
I fought it. I couldn't get nothing, bro. Cause it was a sample. I have to wait.
Okay. So yeah, Donnie gonna take all of that. Like his estate's gonna take all of that, but your name's on it.
Yeah. Well, shit. I didn't even get the name.
Golly, bro.
Mm-hmm. That would really push me to go harder. As a producer, business wise, so I had to lock down. Took a couple years off, started learning shit, and started getting better in what I do. So that's how that went about.
What was one of the first things you learned that you had to change up for your business?
Man, the royalties, like how you set your name up, copyrights, all that stuff.
ASCAP, BMI.
Yeah, I had to crack down all that, learn all that. Like it's not even for the money part of it, it's just for the credit. Cause credit get you a long way. Like somebody say, "Oh, he did this. Oh, I want to work with him too," type stuff. So
that's one of the big things. We've had Bug Tunes on the show before, and he always pushes for producers should get their name on the song equally with the artist. Yeah. So it's like, if this is me, like, you know, it should be this person that made the song along with the same way they show like Freddie Gibbs and The Alchemist. So like, if you do a song and look it up, because he's like, you know, when I go to Apple and you go to type in my name, I have to put out just beat tapes on my own just so my name stay out there. But he's like, when you type in my name, all the songs I produce should pop up too, that's like true. Automatically. And so that's one of the big things too, is like that should change up.
Yeah, they doing it more for producers now on these platforms. You could play the name on the project now. That's if people choose to go see the credits.
Yeah, and that's the thing where it's like, instead of that's why I'm like, I think it needs to be even more prominent, where it's like, it shouldn't just be in the credits. It should be like, you know, if you made the track, like you spoke on the track, but I created all the music for the track. So that's both our tracks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's how I always treat it.
Tell us about some of the other people you work with. Big Fats.
Oh. No, that's my people, man. The dude phenomenal. I met him through a Street Connect 2, probably like 2014. he was going through some stuff before he dropped Snacker for Beats.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, he wasn't going through nothing. He had a wreck on 610. And you know, he was bouncing back and everything. So he didn't know I produced until he did a feature for one of my people. So I sent him something that counteracted the thing that happened to him. That Come On Back. If you ever heard that one?
Yeah,
that's the one I did. So then I found out that was everybody's favorite track. You know, so me and Fast was cool since then. And then later on, he came out with me and him made Table Manners. You know,
yeah.
I did probably 7 out of 13 of the tracks.
That's when I really started messing with you because I got the poster Table Manor up in my room.
Mm-hmm.
I still got the Table Manor CD untouched. I just be like, I really like that album too. I thought you linked up with him through Kendrick because I remember you did that song with Kendrick James a minute ago.
That track that was for Rose, that was for Kendrick. I'm just letting y'all know.
Really?
Yes. Kendrick was so fucking mad off that shit.
But look at him now. Look at him now. CEOing.
Yeah, he was one of my mentors back in 2012. Like he actually worked at grocery supply with my little brother.
Really? So from grocery supply to all of this now, look, y'all growing.
Yeah, my brother put me on to him, so I started listening to him. He was jamming, so I was like, finally linked up with him. Did the track called "Pretty Things" on one of his albums.
Yeah, "Pretty Things." That I remember seeing that video a few years ago. So
nah, don't tell nobody about that video.
Pretty Things on YouTube. Kendrick James, KENDRICC.
Yeah, we shot that in front of K Reno Brothers studio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kid shot it himself. Kid was he a Renaissance man himself too. So
that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as you start, and like I said, as you're continuing along, like building up your playing in music, what starts to gear you towards the graphic design and the photography?
Damn. Man, I ain't gonna lie. When I was in school, man, that tuition was a motherfucker, bro. I had to do something. So I just started dabbling with the graphics. I started learning Photoshop, everything on my own, man. Just started doing people's album cover. I was kind of like going the route of Magic Mike, another one of my mentors. Magic Mike showed me a lot of stuff, man.
In terms of like the graphic design and all that stuff?
Like burning CDs, like album covers, everything. Like getting albums together, relationship with artists, you know. The whole nine, man.
What was one of the first albums you did in terms of designing?
Shit. I think it was it might have been Dante album, one of his albums. Actual Mike album.
Which album?
Actually, the one he called Magic Mike.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I did that cover. I did a lot of covers around. I really forgot how many I did.
How you forget your covers, bro? You done forgot more shit than you did, huh?
Bro, there's a lot of shit. I did a lot. You'll be surprised who covers I did, bro. Like, damn. I'm trying to think of something. I know I did some of Cal Wayne's cover. I did some of Big Thirds. One of J Dogs. Oh, all the stuff Dante doing now, I did all them.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mark, he'll text me on the phone, like he'll send a picture and I'll send it right back to him like an hour.
That's awesome how y'all all connected though. You say Mark, you talking about Mark Bird?
Yeah, Mark Bird, that's another one of my mentors, man. He helped me through a lot of shit too, man.
Yeah, he good people, man. That's always good to see everybody kind of like working together, especially the producers. I see y'all are like really like connected because if it's like, because even when we talk to Mark, Mitch, I'll be like, oh, I like Killa Tex. Oh, that's my boy. I'm like, what? How y'all know each other? That's crazy.
Yeah, we all connected. Like me and Dante. I met Dante 2013 at Bun B birthday party when he dropped Trilogy.
Yeah.
I'm in undergravity that day. They was real humble and cool. So, but I knew about Dante way before I even met him. So by another mutual friend of ours. Like he used to come over, I used to buy a lot of weed from him. So we sit in the car, I play on beats and stuff. So he popped in the tape one day. He said, "Man, I want you to listen to my boy." And he dropped it. It was Dante's first album. So I'm like, "Man, who the fuck is this?" So I like, man, I got to send something in. At the time, my sample beat making was terrible. So
I had Fruity Loops still, huh?
Yeah, me and Fruity Loops.
So yeah.
That's why I went to school to get off Fruity Loops. I had to switch to Logic and all other shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I buried Fruity Loops a long time ago, bro.
It's gotten better. Logic is great, but it's gotten better.
I want to go back to it just to try it, just to play around with it.
Mm-hmm. Because they took the sounds like that Reason and Power that had and put it on Fruity Loops interface. Because I'm sure you used Reason before, huh?
Yeah, Reason hurt too, man. It hurt my eyes.
Reason is incredibly hard, but I liked it because not everybody could work on it. So that's one thing I liked. You said what?
I said I'm really more Ableton than anything now.
Damn. Okay. You're on Ableton? Do you use the app too on the phone?
No, this thing in the background, man, to my hell no.
I'm about to say,
Nah. Just I got the pad actually. I got the pad and the program.
Okay.
Man, I had to take a whole synth class for that damn B pad. That is tricky.
Ableton is kind of hard, but I'm glad that shit. So all right, so like, what got you into sampling as far as, because when it comes to producing, there's numerous different styles, and you're a sample heavy bass producer. What got you into sampling more so than playing keys?
It's just the way I grew up around my people. I was hearing the old school stuff, but when I first started doing beats, I was doing a lot of like rap beats and all that just to learn how to do patterns and bar counts. So when I got into sampling, like that's just a whole nother ball game as far as like the feeling and like the aura of that type of music. Mm-hmm. Especially when somebody going through something. So I had to start learning how to do the loop and everything, man. Like I used to be offbeat as fuck, I ain't gonna
lie. you talk about you said what now?
I said it was Fruity Loops' fault. It wouldn't let me get the timing right.
Yeah, you gotta space it out on Fruity Loops. You gotta like chop it up like an ASR sometimes on Fruity Loops, but a lot of people didn't know how to do that.
Man, I didn't. That's why I started going to school.
That's the funny thing, because you talk about creating beats early on, and then at a certain point you realize these ain't good enough. I gotta go to school.
Yeah, I disappeared for a couple years.
What prompted it though? Like, what was it? An event, or was it just a moment, or were you just like, ah?
Man, it was a moment, like, because like certain music genres was coming in, people wasn't doing the sampling no more, all kinds of stuff, man. Like, and I got tired of it because everybody was doing the same damn thing. And I was like, bro, I don't want to do this because I ain't like the feeling of how people were doing music and how quick they were trying to get rich. This the late 2009 type stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and the rap game was changing, corporate stuff, streaming coming in. Everybody was trying to get to a quick dollar, so I had to back off because it was too much energy.
And that's
just
funny.
Too much.
That's funny because you like you mentioned Mark, because we talked to Mark extensively for a while. He was on the guest earlier and just on the side, but I mean, even he talked about being heavy in the soul samples and then the industry moving off it. And I was like, we were like, well, what'd you do? He was like, man, I tried to chase him and it just didn't feel right. Like nothing was working. So he goes, we went right back to soul sampling.
Mm-hmm. Man, I tried, bro. Like I couldn't do it either. But especially like when the sauce era came in. Not even just sauce, just the people that was trying to be like them.
Uh-huh.
everybody, oh man, can you make a beat like Sauce? And I'll be like, nah.
Hey.
Like I just wanted to be, be in my own lane, bro. Just always want to be in my own lane, no matter what.
And you know what's funny? It's like even with I really didn't even start listening to Sauce Walker until he got on different beats. Like once he started getting on other beats, like I love New Sauce City and stuff like that. When he started getting on other types of beats, I was like, Doug, I knew you were cold, but like for real.
Put him on the samples. I was like, oh, you can rap.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to be a poet. He was a poet before he started doing Sauce.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's when I had to start looking up because people kept on telling me that. Was like, nah, man, he was like deep into poetry and all this other stuff. Yeah. So they started sending me old videos and things like that of him. I was like, oh, let me go listen more to the stuff because I was shown. I was like, it was cool.
Yeah, it was Sauce era stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to work with him someday, man.
Oh, absolutely.
You'll get it.
But the type of samples he do, that's really how it started. Like the way how no drums come in, like I've been doing that, But like the way he do it, I never seen nobody rap like that on that type of beat, as far as his style of rap.
Yeah.
You'll get like how hip hop they have patterns, but it's just the way he spit on it, how he spit on the rap beats.
Yeah.
But he says, for talking like,
oh yeah. Yeah,
he shot the shit game on them beats. It's as opposed to like Benny the Butcher would get on that and he'll bar you up. But like, I don't know. I like Sauce because he remind me of 2 Chainz. To where if you don't pay attention, you look at him.
That's perfect. Nobody didn't know Titty Boy was like he was lyrical.
Very much so. Very much.
When you really sit there, you like, oh yeah, this nigga can rap. But to the untrained ear. Yeah.
He dumped it. He dumped it just a bit because he understood how he had to come in the game.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah.
He still sneak bars, people. Still sneaking bars.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Now you've been.
I know. What's that?
No. Go ahead. Keep going.
I said his next drop, like, man, whatever Morgan them did for him, man, God bless the dead. That shit hard. Yeah, him and my boy Phil Blackman.
Oh, okay. For you working this game for like 15 years, and usually we ask about the changes in Houston as a music scene, but for you specifically, the producer side of music, are you seeing changes happening on the producer side of music in Houston? Is it the same? Is it different? Getting better? Getting worse? What are your feelings on it?
It's actually getting better. It's getting better. Because now you're seeing producers getting signed to deals. Like B King, EXO, all these guys, like DJ Cho, June James, working for Drake, all this stuff. Like the producers getting their fair share.
You're starting to see a lot more of them, especially get a lot more like national notoriety.
Way more. Trust me, it's way more.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's so many producers. I feel like because the way the city is built, you've had so many producers that were kind of working on their own and developed their own skills, perfected their craft for years. And now I feel like now is the nation is finally starting to take a look at them is really what's happening. Because I'm like, these dudes is already built up. Like they already established.
Yeah, artists come here to look for us now.
Yeah.
But they want that sound, man.
I mean, Houston got that sound to where, like, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, pun intended, Houston has lyricists. Like everywhere else, I think we have the top lyricists when it comes to bars and everything. Like New York used to be that sound that back in the 80s and 90s. It is 2022. It's Houston.
Yeah.
And the people you working with, they be barring people up. Everybody that we mentioned literally can rap their ass off and can make a song. So who can beat us?
Yeah.
Who?
Really nobody for real. So we are structured and we can switch up anytime we want.
Yeah.
Dante will hit you with some shit off some criminal justice shit that he learned. Tell you, still gonna rap like these other guys and do it better.
Yeah. Shit, look at Rob.
Oh yeah, Rob new album. I said
Rob was doom and gloom, and then right after that nigga was like, "I'm finna party," and it's like, look, it's real.
Yeah, that boy was on some light shit, and they be like, "Where the bitches at?"
It was a shift. You was on the earlier because you did a lot of work on the Tortoise Theory.
Yeah, the intro, and I did a lot of tracks on that one. And
a lot of tracks on it.
Oh yeah.
Me and Phil Blackman did most of his album.
Yeah. I was putting out them videos with him in the studio with the blue filters and whatnot, and I was like,
that was actually my light.
Really? That's the light in there.
Yeah.
Cause what was that? That was Born to Sing and Came Down and stuff. I was like, oh yeah. So I was looking forward to it. To when I heard, I was like, okay, y'all niggas, y'all doing y'all thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rob pushed me harder to like the way he construct music. Like Rob, man, Robert Jeans, I ain't gonna lie. Me and him butt head, but like Rob, it's something about Rob. Like once Rob get the song going, you be like, God damn, where'd that come from?
How was he pushing you? What was different?
Like his work ethic, he just let's go. Like he just going. Like he don't stop. Rob don't stop. Next day, come on, let's go. He's either catching the bus, I'm going to get him. We doing something. Or we just talking about some business, some business like thing that he want to do, like far as the rights or music, anything. So that was just motivation just to keep working just as hard as he worked.
No, it's definitely true. It's definitely the case. Tell us about some of the other artists that you like. I mean, who are the artists you see in the city that you like to work with?
Well, D-Lo is one. Me and him still got something to do. Let's see, Propane. I got a track with him already, but that was from something else by somebody else. But it's going on my new project soon too. But like relationship wise, those one of the two guys, that's up there, that I want to work with. Yeah, locally, like upcoming artists, I work with everybody. Like if somebody say, hey, they want to do something with me, I'm not gonna shine them away unless they have a different aura about themselves or something.
Yeah, you've been everywhere, Buddy Rowe. I mean, of course, Rob. But so what's up with you and Trill Phil?
Yeah,
goddamn legend, man. That boy Phil. That's another. I treat him as a mentor, man, because he's been around so long, man. And his father been around. His father managed H-Town and produced for him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So those same sounds you'll hear in some of them takes we do, that's him all the way.
So how did that connection even happen though?
Oh man, that shit was funny as hell. Like I had a bunch of I did a whole bunch of 90s R&B samples one day, but I had them tucked for some months. So I let Phil listen to them just to see what he thought about it. And by that had like some months went by again. So by August, he like, yeah, man, I checked out those beats, man. Yeah, like I sent you an email. So I checked the email. I'm like, what is this? Like it was a bunch of stems. So I started putting them on the beats, and I just like, what the fuck, boy?
That's another level.
Yeah, he took it to a whole nother level. Cause like my sampling, like I chop real good. So the way he does instruments around what I do made it a masterpiece. So I said, bro, I want to drop this shit. So that's how we came up with the Red Pill. Like right on my birthday, we dropped it. We had to drop it, but I had to put a spin on it. Man, I had a lot of people working with me for that project.
I can imagine. I can imagine. You had a few guests on it. Well, actually, you had like mostly Rob.
Mac from Under Gravity, he helped construct the songs and helped me with the dialogue and movie plots and stuff. It's kind of like a mix between Matrix and 90s movies.
Mm-hmm.
The Matrix and 90s movies form.
And there's a lot of those themes in like that string. Since 2020, what Red Pill is 2020, and then right after that, you got Bishop. I like the cover of Bishop because I always like that. I love that Tupac character. But what? Okay, so creating Bishop, one in your mind when you go into creating that album, what are you guys thinking about when you're trying to put together this music, and why Bishop?
Man, like I don't know. I think George Floyd stemmed that shit off of me, man. Like another one of my people that I grew up with. It was so much like stuff going on with police and black people and stuff, man. Like, and I felt like, you know, like how Pac was, like he gonna fight back no matter what, even if he die. That's basically what Bishop about. We ain't scared. That's basically what that was for me. But I just had to put it in my own form of music, you know?
Yeah.
Like even with even Streetwise, like, hey, I'm here to protect myself no matter what.
Absolutely.
So like it's not like shooting shots in them, but it's like as far as like it's black community, it's kind of like 3 or 4 messages in one. That's how it was for me.
Yeah.
Take my piece. That's basically was the theme of the Bishop.
Yeah, because if you look at it at the end of the day, when you really look at the movie, Bishop was just a man that was just trying to protect himself in a dangerous neighborhood. Then
we were talking about that before. Like, I think a lot of people don't know that. Like Bishop, like that's a lot of men in America right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He wasn't no thug.
Mental awareness, like Juice was a mental awareness movie. It's just people in America, people look, oh, it's hood, and yeah, I'm gonna watch because it's from the hood. Man, pay attention to Bishop. Go watch it again.
Yeah. Old buddy kept messing with him. He had problems with his family.
Everybody,
after a while,
cops coming after him.
Yeah.
Bullies coming after him. Everybody coming after him.
Yeah.
So what did he do? He blew up.
He protecting his peace, getting everybody out of his way.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I say you do what I like how you describe that as like it's a psychological movie. Because I mean, if you look at it from his perspective, you're looking at the breakdown of a kid. Remember, they was in school. Like you're looking at the mental breakdown of a teenager. Like that is what this is. Where it's like, yeah, I know we're gonna see the end result. You know what's going to happen, but they literally take you through, and it's like you relate to the character. You can relate to all the characters, but you should be able to relate and see what's going on with Bishop, where it's like, dog, what other options are they giving you at a certain point?
Like killed.
Yeah.
And I mean, stay on subject, but a little bit off subject. That's Tupac's greatest role. I don't care what.
Oh,
what
he bodied that.
All the stuff you're talking about, that's what my tape says.
Yeah.
Red Pill, it was like it's based off love and technology.
The Matrix.
Like, we fall in love with it. We get to know technology. Now it's to a point we really found out in love with it, getting divorced with it. That's the structure of the tape. If you go listen to each song, you'll see the mood of each dialogue leading to that. And then I put Rob on there to give the truth out what I was talking about. So that's why he rapped at the end.
For Remember.
The Bishop when Buddy Rowe did the Never Die.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You an eclectic ass nigga, dog. For such a low key dude. You such a nerd, nigga. I love that shit, bro. That's why you my boy.
Okay, so let's talk about the feelings then going into the last two, Rebirth, because that series you've got Rebirth, which is basically 2 albums. So let's talk about that. We got Rebirth, Rise Above All, and Rebirth Transition. What are your thinking? What is your mindset as you're going into that?
Man, it was last couple years been a whirlwind, man, as far as my health, everything. So these tracks, like these are actually 2 years. This ain't no like I'm finna hurry up and make an album. Like these are 2 years of my life in one. So like just the way everything went. So I'm like, now I'm on the upper side of it. Lost a lot of weight, y'all kind of stuff, man. So I decided to go and drop it. So you see the transition, like the tribulations. It's like ain't too much of a downer, but it's like stuff that happen in everybody's life on that side. And then there's like the rising part on the other side, to show that we still can overcome everything.
What is it that inside your life you were overcoming?
Man, COVID, my mom being sick with a kidney disorder, all kinds of stuff, man. Trying to finish college. There was just a lot of stuff going on at the time. Shifting to a new business, trying to relocate, doing all kinds of stuff.
But at the end of the thing, it's even the title of the albums is transition. It's like you're moving through all of this.
It's pushing through, just push through.
So as you're pushing through this, what can we expect to see coming up from you in 2022?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm just gonna let it out the bag, bro. I'm just gonna go crazy. Cause this is the time I feel like, okay, I'm showing people who I am now. I need to go full force with it.
What does that look like though?
Things like it's gonna be in a fun atmosphere too. So that's why I'm getting ready for this blue pill. The blue pill finna be crazy.
Okay, all right.
Tell us about the blue pill.
Oh man, damn! It's still like a matrix form of format, but it's for screw.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. Like these fools know. It's on some quantum physics, time traveling type shit. Yeah.
See, you're doing it again.
Quantum physics.
See, eclectic ass nigga.
The producers be getting into it because talking to you, talking to Bug Tune.
He is the smartest. He is the smartest street nigga ever, dog. He's
like, hey man, I make these beats, but I want to talk to you about quantum physics one time. You're like,
no wonder you and Rob get along.
Oh man, woo. Rob started out an album with "I Made an Indelible Mark," and I be telling people, I was like, "Dang, I made an indelible mark is to me on the level of I bomb atomically." Like it's one of those things where I was like, "Who starts off an album that way? Nobody, nobody but Rob."
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, I can name a few. Rob, I'm crazy.
Yeah.
He laughing back here because he's one of them.
Oh, yeah? Who you got with you?
Oh man, my bro Tim Nix, another artist.
Sweet.
Stand up, fool.
Yeah. You can get up in here, bro. Tim Nix.
I'm about to say, man. I'm about to say, man.
What's up, man? How y'all doing?
What's happening, man? Hey, look, it's nothing but love, brother. Where can we find you at, Tim Nix?
Lately I've been kind of quiet, just kind of getting things together and readjusting myself as an artist and learning the business of things and learning how to conduct business and just basically how to treat people and how to do business and how to separate friendships from business. So you can find me on Instagram at Tim Nix Music 1985, and right now I think the only song that I have, I have two songs that I put out. One song I put out with Killa, I just put that out. What was that, last year? Was that March? It was in March. It's called "I'm Not Him." Y'all might want to check that out. You'll
check it out.
we
made
can,
an indelible mark.
yeah. I can tell y'all that much. And then I did a song called "Struggle So Hard," and it's on YouTube. Like I just been figuring things out, and I'm very happy to have a good friend and a fucking goat for a producer, a goat.
Yeah.
I don't think people understand the time that he takes and the messages that he decides to leave within his beats, because just as well as he work with lyricists, he's a lyricist himself with his beats, because he's able to articulate messages within them. And for the people that catch them, it's like, oh shit, okay, I see what they mean. But yeah, I ain't gonna take about y'all time.
We're gonna check you out.
But I like I say, I can promise y'all, when y'all check that song out, it's called "I'm Not Him." You'll understand why he was laughing when y'all was saying it's not very many artists that start off with indelible marks. I do that regularly.
That's what we like to hear.
Love that.
And I'm saying this because when you mentioned Rob gave him the pass already. Rob heard him rap. Rob stopped talking.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, Rob will co-sign this shit.
Oh,
yeah,
Rob.
And
Rob, I'm about to say, Rob pulls no punches. So Rob don't think anybody can rap until they can rap. He's like, if you can rap, I'm gonna rap with you.
Rob talking about rappers, but Rob looking like, yo, what the fuck wrong with you? Nah, he been around for a minute, man. He just retooling himself, man. He even got a track of Scarface.
That's the thing about you. You rehabilitate artists and you help people get on their path. I appreciate that, brother, because you low key. You're not out here boastful, but you should be. But hey.
I ain't gonna never hear it. Oh yeah, but we tapping in though, bro. I'm telling you, we tapping in.
We're looking forward. We are definitely looking forward to seeing it, especially in this new year.
Glad to hear it. Where can they find you at, Killa Tex? Tell people where they can find you at on the internet, in the internet cloud.
Shoot. Just type in Killa Tex. It's gonna pop up.
All right. _ KILLATEX, Killa Tex. Follow him. And once again,
I got a lot of stories, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Look, hey.
Kill J Dog. Like
wait, what?
It was a funny situation. We was at Day for Night Fest, and like one of them golf carts. Man, when I tell you it was me, Kiki, Mario, all of us on the golf cart, I was doing camera work at the time. Man, we all got on that thing. That golf cart said, "Whoop." Everybody about to fly, man. I grabbed on the J Dog so hard, bro.
That's awesome, man. All them legends.
I got to see that footage, man.
Please do. I'm gonna post it.
I got a lot of footage, bro. I got a lot of stuff on my camera that y'all got to see.
Send it.
Especially stuff with J Dog. We were talking
about Lil Mario from the Fofo.
Yeah.
I'm holding on for dear life. I ain't gonna lie. I was not. Everybody was laughing. We was laughing hard. So that's a lot of moments, bro. I hope I get another interview with y'all. I can talk about y'all.
Oh, you definitely gonna come back on, especially once we get things up and we able to go live.
Yeah, for real, man. Thank you once again, like I said, for coming in. Stepping out and just really staying in and just getting on the camera once again. This has been an episode of In My Humble Opinion podcast. I am Avery, like a very nice guy. That's my brother, Jess Devon. If you want to be a part of the Humble Hive, you've got to like, share, and subscribe. That's at My Humble O on everything. Humbly yours. In My Humble Opinion podcast. H-Town, it's too sweet. H-Town's too sweet. Bye-bye. Ding. Leave my teeth. My teeth white. My teeth.